It's the NFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Detroit. It's the Panthers and the Lions on Sunday Night Primetime.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Detroit Lions. Teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 1. They go back to the ground with Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
A first down carry for Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here now, 2nd and 4. Here is Young. That one is caught by Hunt. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Young on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Young now. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Young. He's got Mingo. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. This is 2nd and 8.
Young will set to throw.
Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun, it's Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. From 10 yards out.
And the Panthers have struck first in this NFC title game. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Returning from his end zone is Barner. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Stevenson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
To throw on 2nd down. Henley firing quickly here, and that's complete. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st down, Stevenson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Stevenson, and he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 24. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here, as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the gun on 3rd down. Henley, Pryor has it complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. They'll run on 1st down. Stevenson trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Henley looking middle, and that's complete. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Looking to throw. Henley. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Lions are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On second down, Young again. Throw left side, complete. That's Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action. Young.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Smith, and he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
2nd down and 4. That's caught by Mingo, right side.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd down, Young.
Open man is Mingo, complete.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 yards there for number 15.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Here's 2nd and 3. These two teams all tied after 1. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now here's Young. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd and short, going with a tight end. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Throwing, Young. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Now Young. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
That throw by Young incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. And his kick is indeed good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Henley stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. To throw, Young. Throw right sideline is complete. And he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 10.
Young. Being chased out left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Now Young. Smith catches left side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Holding offense.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Young to throw it. And he completes it to Hunt.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Smith up the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. And he's got his man on the out route. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Looking to throw. Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. Touchdown! A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers are able to add on to that lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Returning from his end zone is Barner. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Right now, they're in some uncharted waters, Charles. They haven't been facing deficits like this season. We're going to see what they're made of.
And I think the easy thing right now is for us to discuss how the home crowd can help them, carry them along. Bottom line, though, they've got to make plays to get the crowd back into it, to help them with the rest of their game. That means best players got to make those big-time plays right now. They need them in a big way.
Fought so hard to be here at home for the conference championship game. See if they can propel themselves to the Super Bowl. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Henley. He finds his man complete. That's Stevenson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Off play action. Henley. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. Up the middle they go. It's Stevenson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
2nd and 7.
Off the play fake. Henley. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
They go play action here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And in for the Lions, touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Lions have got it back to within a score.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He already with a couple of touchdown throws in this 1st half as his guys start 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Young. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd and 1, here's Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Young to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Young now. Over the middle, complete. It's Jenkins. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Young now from the 50. And he is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Young will set to throw. Another completion here to Hunt. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Give him 30 yards there.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Again, it's Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 8 yards out. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Returning from his end zone is Barner. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the Battle of the Sea. You will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the New York Jets who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. There he goes, left side. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, Henley
throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
They'll look to throw again.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 35. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
2nd down and 3.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Off play action. Henley.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they deliver there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Henley. This pass caught at the 4. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 3rd and goal here, a big play brewing in this NFC title game. Operating from the gun, Henley. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Lions have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game.
And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yes, multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan of how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
On 2nd down, Young. He finds his man, complete. That's Jenkins. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. A nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Throwing on 1st down. Henley. He finds his man, complete. That's Stevenson. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple big complete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Young on 3rd down. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. To the air once more, Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And Young's throw there incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Young. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here. A little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage. And that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area. So you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Open man is Mingo, complete.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, Young. And the this is going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
It'll be Young again. He finds his man complete. It's Jenkins. And they'll get this down to the 10. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Well, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. No gain on the play. And it's second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Smith running wide side. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. To throw, Young. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Lions. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. And that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
You've seen both teams go at it. And as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming. And that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
They begin with a run by Smith. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Young. He finds Smith out of the backfield. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Inside handoff, Smith. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
He finds his man complete. That's Jenkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Here is Young. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. Throwing, Young. And he completes it to Hunt. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st. A handoff to Smith. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Young now. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
From the red zone now, Young. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Young to throw it. This is caught.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Young to throw it. He's got it. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Smith once more.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
It's complete. And he'll be tackled short of the goal line. But there is a flag down. Let's see what the call is here.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And Young's going to throw for this.
And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Returning from his end zone is Barner. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people will call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, Henley. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Henley. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. The offense on 3rd down, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. The 20. And he's brought down after a very nice game. 23 yards, the final tally.
These guys, so they're not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On 1st down, Henley. And he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Henley. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Riley Patterson on. A lot of pressure on this kick.
This to swell the lead to 6.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
Well, and a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Carolina getting set to take the field.
And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession, gigantic.
It's Young on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Jenkins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Young off the play fake.
Out route here, going to Hunt. He's got it.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Here comes 2nd down. Here's Young.
Over the middle, complete. It's Jenkins.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Young to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Young.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now Young.
He finds his man, complete. That's Jenkins. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now a throw in the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle, totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, partner, they're still going to have to go for it after that play. And I'm not sure that the running game is going to be a part of what they have to do on 4th down now.
From this far out, you wouldn't think so. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right. Just one more element to complete the victory. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Point after here coming up. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds of this ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side and a couple